Girl.
Whoa, what is that? That's a really catchy song.
That's the Dollops Open. Girl.
That's really good. The Dollop's brought to you by Girl.
Hey. Shaniqua was popular up until like 1998, and then it isn't really used anymore.
The name? Yeah, that's true.
It's some of the
I can see why it
facts
faded.
I picked up on the internet while researching for the Dollop.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad you found
Has
yourself.
nothing to do with this story, but sometimes we'll do a dollop.
Yeah, sure. This is a dollop within the dollop. And Shaniqua's popularity died down around 96. That's good.
Because my favorite thing I've ever heard was I was walking down the street in Brooklyn, and there's two young African-American gentlemen walking past me, and one goes, man, Shaniqua's got some big, big titties. And I just started laughing on the street. Because she did.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, so this episode is titled...
You're excited.
I am excited.
Yeah.
This episode, I'm going to call this one Dolphin.
Oh, wow. I mean...
Yep. Where's your mind go?
Wow. I'm genuinely worried. Because it just seems limitless.
Yeah.
It could be people who fuck dolphins. It could be people who use dolphins to fuck.
Right? How come it's just about fucking?
I don't know. I think that's where I'm going. Right away, I'm going there.
By the way, if you enjoy us, follow us on Twitter at the Dollop. And on Facebook, we have a Dollop page. And please leave a review on iTunes. Now,
on to Dolphin.
Dr. John C. Lilly.
It's already good.
Graduated with a medical degree from the University of Pennsylvania in 1942.
Shaniqua was not popular.
Shaniqua was not popular then. He trained in, and then later after World War II, he trained in psychoanalysis and began researching the physical structure of the brain and consciousness.
Okay. So it's all very
good,
all
right?
very well and
This
good.
gentleman is...
I'm not worried yet.
No, you shouldn't be.
No.
Why would you be? This guy is
not worried.
He's a doc.
He's a doctor.
In 1953, Lilly began a job studying neurophysiology with the U.S. Public Health Service Commission Office Corps. So he gets a government
Not a problem.
grant. He's working
Following
for
the
the
trajectory.
Yep. He's helping out the United States of America.
Good man. Good citizen.
He was good at his job. He invented the first method for taking electrical recordings from the brains of unanesthetized animals.
So he did that.
And so you could put it was the kind you could put on a television monitor. And you could watch the brainwaves moving across.
Okay.
So he did that. He's the first guy to do that.
That's big.
On ones that are unanesthetized.
Yeah, the other guy was like, hey, man.
So I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why that's something you want. Hey, let's not put this one out. So he did that. So big deal. Then he gets a job at the National Institute of Mental Health.
Okay.
And with another guy, he invented the isolation tank.
Okay. What is that exactly?
Did you ever see Altered States?
No.
So isolation tanks are tanks that you basically, they're usually salt water, and you like get in them. It's so weird. I didn't know that I had my internet on, but I just got a message that said several dead.
Oh, great!
And then the news story went away.
Good. Well,
but we assume it's a shooting because it's Sunday in America.
Because everything felt good. So it's time to throw a wet blanket on it.
People are dying.
Hey, 9 dead.
It was in Vegas.
Oh,
so,
good.
Well, people in Vegas are like, what?
Yeah.
So it's a little hot in here, right?
It's hot.
Are we okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. So
an isolation
tank is like it's a tank that you climb into and then you close a door so you're completely in darkness.
Okay.
And you just float, and it's supposed to change your consciousness in some way.
Wow.
It's supposed to be like this,
Is it crazy that I want to do that now?
Yeah, but it also to me sounds like total bullshit. It's like why don't you call it night bath? Like it's just fucking.
I'll buy your night bath. How much for your night bath?
So he did that, and he was super into his isolation tank. And then the 60s came along, right?
Slippery slope.
And people enjoyed drugs in the 60s.
There was a time of consciousness expanding.
Yeah, well,
Too much sometimes.
Lily was one of the early pioneers of using LSD inside the isolation tank.
So let me just. It's important, I think, for me to tell you when I feel the turn. I feel the turn. I feel the turn right now.
It seems like... Does it seem like it might go wrong?
Well, here's what I know so far. Dolphin is what we're titling this. Acid water. There's starting to be a map.
But it's going to go so much worse than you could ever imagine.
Oh, good.
So he took massive doses of LSD and just sat in a tub all the time.
Cool.
While getting paid by the government. He was hoping to, he was hoping to reprogram his mental circuits toward enlightenment. But he also had migraines, so he thought that the LSD would cure the migraines.
Sure, they do.
But it didn't. He kept getting migraines, taking acid, and then getting in the tubs and sitting there for hours. And it just wasn't helping. I don't know why. It just wasn't helping.
What wasn't working for him?
I don't know.
There was a tub and acid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that should be working.
And so he decided,
oh boy,
with a friend, another fellow doctor and researcher, Dr. Einright, that they should start taking ketamine.
Okay.
So, I mean, you follow the.
Oh yes, there's definitely. Look, like I said, we're in the spiral. We're going down the drain.
The first time, actually, he says it cured his migraines because the first time he got in the tub, the guy shot him up with ketamine, and he said that his migraine went away for 20 minutes. And then it came back, and then he shot him up with more ketamine, and eventually he shot him up with just like enough ketamine to kill 70 elephants. And he's like, I don't feel anything.
My headache went. Bye.
So, on one particular day, Enright injected himself with some K.
Wow, we're already K-ing it, huh?
Yeah, with Lily observing. And this began a strange odyssey into the primal archetype regions of the psyche. Unbeknownst to Dr. Lilly, Enright had reprogrammed himself to return to the pre-hominid origins of man. Enright, in this program altered state, displayed all the typical features, movements, and sounds of an ape man. Hopping around in a crouch position, grunting, growling, ranting and howling, gesticulating, and shaking frantically his arms.
Oh my God.
Good trip, bro?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just reset my mind to the hominid. Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you...
I'd just like to point out these are doctors doing research.
Well, I think at this point they might no longer be doctors. They don't necessarily have to take it away from you, but I'm willing to say no more.
Lily assumed that Enright was having some sort of seizure, but that's not what was happening.
No, Lily, he's just reprogrammed himself.
In Enright's mind, he was fighting a leopard. So it all makes sense.
Look, every time I've seen a seizure, I'm like, let them be. They might just be fighting a leopard. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, but they're just shaking on the ground.
No. That looks like a leopard fight to me, if I've ever seen one.
Finally, Enright climbed up into a tree and stared down at his friend and colleague from the branches above. I should add, it's not a real tree. They were still in the lab.
Whoa.
So somehow he climbed up something in the lab.
But she's calling it a tree.
And it was like, and shitting. I think shitting in his hand.
He climbed.
Hey, how you doing, Larry?
How's your headache? Is your migraine gone?
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's what was made into the movie Altered States.
Okay.
So in the movie Altered States, like, it ends with a guy like he's changed himself in the tub and he's banging.
Who made Altered States?
William Hurt is in it.
Okay, man.
And he's like, he bangs one hand on a hallway and he turns
Right.
back at himself and then he bangs it on the other side of the hallway and he turns into some gelatinous, like, man thing, and then he bangs it on the end, and that's like the end of the movie, I think. Really, really...
They left it open for a sequel, in other words.
Super real. But it was really popular. People were like, is that what happens in tubs?
Yeah. Oh, God. No.
Don't go in a tub in the dark. Okay, so from this experience, they drew 3 conclusions.
I did too.
First, one's internal reality could differ radically from external reality.
Fair point, ape man.
Second, the person might remain active physically in the external environment.
Right, that makes sense.
So he's running around.
Yep.
And third, one could remain totally oblivious to this disparity.
That's the dangerous one.
Larry, you're not a monkey.
Of course I am.
And 4, ketamine is fucking awesome.
You sound ridiculous.
Show me with more K. I want to turn into an elephant.
That'd be great.
Given these conditions, Lilly and Enright agreed that it would be a good idea at all times to have a safety man monitoring the experiments.
You know what? There would be other conclusions to fully draw. Like, that sentence could end with 2 go their separate ways forever.
Oh, God. Okay. And then Lily had an almost fatal experience. Surprising, right?
Yeah, she probably climbed a building that was actually a drawer.
It's a dude. You call it.
Oh, right.
It's John Lilly.
Sorry.
Fair enough.
I'd like it to be a woman.
Okay, so it's weird that the combination of ketamine and a hot tub might lead to some sort of issues.
Yeah. Well, as we've learned, a hot tub's better for gold than anything.
So he got into one of his tubs, and he realized it was too hot.
Okay.
Right? So he's like, I'm kind of cooking. So he tried to get up and get out, but that's when he realized he couldn't use his muscles anymore.
Oh, God.
So he just fell down face down in the tub.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, not okay, but okay.
But I love that, like, they just said previously that they were going to have a monitor, and then he does this without a monitor.
A lifeguard.
They had a lifeguard.
Yeah.
Just some chick with a red...
Yeah, just looking the other way with binoculars. Look, my muscles!
But I love that. Why would you ever take ketamine and get into a tub?
Look.
The worst ideas.
Yeah, terrible idea. You have too many beers,
Also,
you don't go swimming.
Check the temp. Yeah. First thing you do, put your finger in.
Well, how is he getting in the tub? Is he fully cannonballing in?
He would get in, and then he would shoot himself.
Yeah, but when you're getting in, part of you touches it first.
He was probably like, oh, this is hot, 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 hot. Shot. Oh, it's too hot.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Now, at that exact moment, another friend of his called and said he had to speak to him immediately. So his wife went over to the tub and found him lying face down.
Right.
And she revived him with mouth to mouth, which she had just learned a couple days earlier by reading about it in the National Enquirer. I swear to God, that's true. She read about it.
There's like red flags being placed on red flags here. The Enquirer.
Yeah, but because Lily survived, and because of the phone call and the National Enquirer, he figured.
Oh yeah.
He figured that he was being watched over by a higher power.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of crazy things. If I went through this, I'd be like, maybe there is a God.
Right. Well, he doesn't think it's God. He thinks it's aliens.
Well, maybe there is an alien.
So he called them Echo, Earth Coincidence Control Office.
Wow, that's crazy.
He's working for the government.
Earth, what is it?
Earth Coincidence Control Office.
Wow.
He believed no matter what happened, Echo would be there to guide him safely through the tunnel to the light.
He wrote Men in Black, right?
He's had so many of his things turned into movies, I think.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
But Echo was also there to test him, right?
Sure.
Such as one evening, he took a shot of K while he was sitting around watching TV.
As one does. He's got his shows.
You know what? I'm going to watch Dragnet, so I might as well shoot up.
Probably do a little K, watch Dragnet.
And then after he took the K, an alien representative, Echo, showed up.
Okay.
And
are you sure?
Bloodlessly removed his penis.
I'm sorry?
Bloodlessly removed his penis.
Dave, you can't
This is
just
recorded.
say that.
Bloodlessly removed his penis.
You said that like I'm going to go to the store.
And then nonchalantly handed it to him.
Oh,
So an alien, now this happens, an alien
yeah.
came. This is science.
Yeah.
An alien came.
An Echo representative.
Took off his dick without any blood and then handed it to him.
Right.
Was like, here you go, bro.
Hey.
And so Dr.
By the way, I don't work for Echo. I'm just a weird alien. I actually do an alien prank show. You're on it. Will you sign this?
Sign this. It's a release.
It's a release. We can use your image.
So Dr. Lilly yelled to his wife, who was upstairs, "They've cut off my penis." So you're a lady sitting upstairs, and you're thinking,
Come to bed.
"Oh God, when is he gonna get his shit together?" And then he just yells,
Son?
"They cut off my dick." She's like, "Oh fuck me."
God. Good God. But I have it in my hand. It's okay.
Not bleeding.
Bloodlessly.
So Tony, his wife, went downstairs
Probably a little worried.
and pointed out to John that his penis was still intact. So it was still there.
Okay.
So, which is weird, right?
Well, yeah. He took K, right?
Well, he looked at it closely. He inspected it. And that's when he saw that the extraterrestrial had replaced his normal human penis with a mechanical version that can become voluntary erect when he wanted it to. So he had like a bionic dick.
Hey, remember when bloodlessly removing the dick was the weird part? So now he's got a robot penis that he can basically command to get hard.
I mean, come on, he fucked his wife, right?
Oh my God. That'd be great if he pretended after that he couldn't get it up. This happens to all robotic penises.
They just... Oh, I don't have the remote. An hour later, after the effects of K wore off, Lilly found his normal human penis in place of the mechanical one, exactly where it had always been.
Right.
But that all happened.
Right. Obviously that all happened. And, yeah, what a roller coaster he went on with his penis that night.
Dear
A
journal.
lot of ups and downs. Yeah, dear diary, here's a woozy. Get ready.
I'm going to be the next Philip K. Dick. They're going to turn this into a movie. Tom Cruise stars ass.
My penis. It's gone. What are you talking about? It's right there. This is a mechanical one I can make hard when I need to. 20th Century Fox presents.
Oh, God. Now, during all this, he was working for the government, and he was studying the brain, right?
How was your weekend, Charlie? Good? You? Pretty weird, actually.
Had an odd one.
Had an odd Sunday, I did.
Shockingly, he gained the respect of the scientific community, and then at some point, he became interested in dolphins.
Oh, boy.
Partly his interest came from floating around for hours in salt water on drugs.
Right, yeah, that'll do it.
Basically, he was a smart drug addict thinking, I'm a dolphin!
Oh, boy.
He said in an interview I found from 1983, he said, one day while I was floating in the tank at MIN, the fact that this is happening, that he's doing drugs and floating around in a fucking tank at a government research hospital.
They're like, all right, so we've given you your next 6 months' money. We like everything you're doing with the K tank.
The K tank. One day while I was floating in the tank at NIMH, I thought, gee, wouldn't it be great to do this for 24 hours a day? When I mentioned this to a friend, he said, well, try the dolphins. So that's how I started to work with dolphins. Science!
Wait, his friend said try the dolphins?
Yeah. And he was like, okay, I'm going to try the dolphins.
All right.
None of that makes sense.
All right.
Those are scientists talking to each other. Yeah. Scientists.
Try the dolphins. Well, they have a good life. Try the dolphins.
So he began experimenting on dolphins.
Try the trout. Why not that?
What about an octopus?
Try the striped bass.
Dog break. Dog's on you.
Dog is like, hello, father.
He began experimenting on dolphins with the idea that he could get man and dolphin to speak to each other.
Well, listen, I'm on board.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
He actually did change the way people... He's the guy who changed the way people looked at dolphins. He put out a book in 1961 called Man and the Dolphin, and it was the first book to claim that dolphins displayed complex emotions, that they were capable of controlling anger, and that, like humans, they trembled when being hurt, and they did all that shit. He called them our cognitive equals. So he's the guy who fucking broke that shit open.
All right. So there's good.
So there's good, right?
Yeah,
so he did that.
Oh, this is it. This is what they call a pregnant pause. We're about to have a baby, aren't we?
Lilly speculated that they were capable of a form of telepathy that was the key to understanding extraterrestrial communication. So, as a scientist, he looked at the dolphins, and he said, "They talk funny.
Yeah,
clearly they can talk to each other with their brains, and this will help us talk to aliens."
Last part.
It used dolphins to talk to aliens.
Right.
A plus B equals 9.
Right, bingo.
He also believed they could teach us to live in outer space without gravity.
Well, finally, we're making sense again.
And he proposed that they could be trained to serve the Navy as glorified seeing eyes. So he basically...
Why the Navy?
He basically had a bunch of crazy fucking ideas, and then he went, okay, how can I make money? And he went to the Navy and went, hey, we can use these things.
That's why he went.
And the Navy gave him a bunch of money.
Jesus.
Even though he was clearly he sat in a meeting and went, we'll be able to talk to aliens.
Yeah.
And they'll help us float in space. And they use telepathy. Also, by the way, you can use them to see stuff far away, and they'll help you out with that.
You can start with a little small talk, too. I just had my dick taken off bloodlessly. So, I don't want to be all business. Anyway, let's get into the fact that dolphins are the key to floating in space. Moving on.
So the government was like, we got to give him money.
Throw money at him.
There's no way it can work out.
It's crazy enough to be totally valid.
So, Dolphin Point Laboratory.
Whoa.
Was on...
DPL?
DPL.
Hot.
Was on the island of St. Thomas in the Caribbean Sea.
Okay.
First, he started giving LSD to the dolphins.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? What the fuck? That is just... Wow. You got to be really sure of yourself when you're fucking putting acid on a dolphin.
It's one thing to dose a guy at a party.
Yeah.
That you can then say, hey, you've been dosed.
Yeah, you can
It's another thing to dose a really intelligent being that you can't tell you dosed it.
Hey, man, you took acid. You can't tell that to a fucking dolphin. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This guy who told him to try the dolphins really should have just bit his tongue.
Oh, that guy was so regretting this.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I say try the dolphins?
The dolphin just comes back with like a headband and a drumstick. Hey, man. Sick trip. Got any more paper?
Hey, man, I think I went to Venus.
Hey, man.
Okay, so the reason he was giving him LSD is because he figured it would get them to help talk to us.
Right.
Like they'd be like, hey, man.
I like how this all comes from rat poison. This genius, like, opening up the galaxy.
Okay, this is a transcript from him being interviewed at a conference.
Oh, boy.
We gave 100 milligram dose to a 400-pound dolphin. There was about a 50% increase in the respiration rate at the beginning, and then a 4 times increase in the rate at the peak of the effect. At the same time, the heart rate went up 20%. The animal was stranded. He was out of the water.
Wait. Wait.
Yeah? Are you seeing anything?
There's a problem at the end.
Are you seeing? What's the problem?
So he's taking dolphin.
Can you figure out why his heart rate went up?
I think it's because he wasn't in water.
Could you imagine? Could you
Dude.
imagine someone grabbing you and shoving you in a pool
Hey.
and then giving you acid?
You know, we found some really interesting things with Gareth. He was, his heart rate increased. He was having trouble breathing. He was really freaking out. Again, he was drowning. Jesus Christ. That dolphin's
And
just
this is
replaying where it swam over. It's like, if I just swam a little more to the right, he wouldn't have gotten me.
God damn it. So this is the quote. This animal was stranded. He was out of water. This is something which causes dolphins a great deal of distress.
Yeah.
In other words, they are in a continuous state of anxiety when they're out of the water. We found out later that there were pressure point lesions which they get when they are taken out of water. So he's saying when you take something that exists in water,
It dies.
it floats, and then you just put it on the ground, its body smashes.
It has problems, yeah.
Its body's like, I don't have legs.
What is this contact? This constant contact to something. Here's your acid, and
We found out later that when you take a floaty and put it on a hard thing, that it goes squishy squish.
also we just realized if you spike a baby like a football, some of its bones will break. So, if we have more money, the Navy's paying us for this.
If you shoot a bear in the back of the head, it'll die. Fuck.
boy.
Still quoting him. We ran careful controls, changing the second setting, putting an animal in a small tank with another animal, putting it in a small tank with shallow water alone, putting it in a very large tank where it had
Jesus
complete. So they were
Christ.
just dosing dolphins and throwing them in like shallow water and with another dolphin and like in deep water. And the whole time the dolphins are going, "What the fuck is happening?" Like no matter what they put them in, the reaction was, "Gah!"
Holy shit. God, these fucking poor dolphins.
What do you all talk? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
All right, give him a little more acid. And drain some of that water.
No, not with the
Drain
shot.
a little bit of that water.
No more of the
there
shots.
we go. And good.
God!
Doesn't seem happy, does he? He seems worried.
Jesus Christ. We had one dolphin we had received 2.5 years ago. In this particular instance, this dolphin had been shot with a spear gun 3 times through the tail before we got it.
So it thought that life sucked.
So we got one with PTSD. And we thought, this will be a good one to give acid to. Unknowingly.
Also, we opened a grocery store with a bunch of Vietnam veterans and gave them acid. And come on down.
Have you seen the movie Jacob's Ladder? It doesn't end well.
Now imagine if that was your mind.
And you're a dolphin.
You're not aware of what anything is. Here we go.
Okay, so after it happened, she would not come near human beings at all.
Why do you
weird?
think?
I don't know. Maybe.
Why do you think that is?
It is weird.
So this dolphin, they've been there for a while, and they've given it acid, obviously. As
Well, she
one
hasn't gotten
does.
acid yet. They just brought her in. And
Oh.
she wouldn't go near humans.
Oh,
So they thought, you know what'll make her friendly to humans?
a little bit of
A
acid.
little bit of
A little
LSD.
vitamin L.
Let's dose this bitch. In our pool, she would stay far away from anybody that was there. If you tried to approach her, she would shoot away from you. She acted like this for 2 years. We decided to use her as one of our controls using LSD. As the LSD effect came on, 40 minutes after the injection, the dolphin came over to me.
And shouted, "Kill me."
She had not approached me before. She stayed in the tank with one eye out of the water, looking at me in the eye for 10 minutes without moving. This was a completely new behavior. Because she doesn't know what anything is anymore. Because she's a dolphin.
She's really worried.
on acid.
Dolphin.
So she swam over to you
dolphin
and was
on
looking at you,
acid.
going, "Are you kelp? What is happening?"
Kelp. I need some kelp. Kelp.
I mean, so he's like, well, this is very interesting.
Huh. He's writing down stuff. Oh, interesting. Dolphin looking at me strangely.
Wouldn't come near me for years. Give it a little bit of acid. It stares at me like I'm meat. Okay, so what he realized is that the LSD didn't work because they weren't talking.
Whoa, Jesus.
no
This
point-
guy has a really high bar to jump over. These dolphins are just, they're not working with, it's not going to happen. He's just going to keep giving dolphins acid until one of them's like, hey, man, can you stop playing Jefferson Starship all the time? Is that cool?
Hey, as a dolphin, the one thing that I learned is that I don't like the doors, man. Could you stop? Could you stop? Oh, so he then created the experiment that lost him all credibility with the scientific community.
I mean, the excitement.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Up until this point, I mean, all the shit that he's been doing, they've been doing that with humans. Like in the 60s, it was just fucking insane.
Yeah.
Mental hospitals were fucking crazy. The shit they did to people was nuts.
Yeah.
So this is like standard what you did to people and anything else. Like you just fucked with shit. Like that was like
It is true.
science.
Yeah, they would just be like, let's let off an atom bomb just to see what it does. It's like, it hurts everybody
fry
near
things.
it. Yeah.
So he actually did an experiment that made the scientific community reject him, which is pretty.
So this is
the one.
This is a real humdinger. Dave, I'm excited.
The one thing he knew about working with dolphins was that you should, and I quote, get in the tank with them, make friends with them, and maybe they will put up with it for a little bit longer, whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Unless I think you give them acid, and they're probably like, all right.
Hey, what happened before? We don't have that connection anymore.
Can you teach me how to use a gun? So, in 1965,
oh, boy.
his newest experiment involved a woman living with a dolphin for 10 weeks. Cue the Odd Couple theme.
The dolphin's picking up a cigar with an umbrella like, oh, boy.
Lily had decided 10 weeks was the maximum a dolphin and a human could live together. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's just so...
You know what? I get my graph chart here.
Yeah, it's
and,
about 10 weeks because one time I saw the number 10 on a bathroom stall. So that's how that works. Let's give this fish drugs. I don't even know it's a mammal, but...
The dolphin house was flooded with water and redesigned for a specific purpose, to allow the human and the dolphin to live, sleep, eat, wash, and play intimately together. I should add that later Lilly said 1965 was the year he, quote, no longer regarded the scientific viewpoint of total objectivity as the be-all and end-all.
Kind of important to science. Really.
And I'm out. Let's get a dolphin and a chick to shack up.
Hey, you know what? I just realized nothing means anything, so I'm going to have this woman live with a dolphin. So, that's also the dolphin. Like, I mean, really, think of the dolphin.
I know, the dolphin is like,
10
what?
weeks, it's got to just live with a woman and take acid.
No, they're not taking acid.
Oh, they're just living.
They're not taking acid. They're just living together. It's just them living together. He was like, let's make an apartment for a dolphin and a woman. That's literally...
So put equal human and dolphin posters up, guys.
You know why dolphins aren't talking? They're not living with peeps.
That's true. That's how it's been
right.
done. It's comfortability. A dolphin has to trust you before it talks
Exactly.
to you.
After and that only happens after 9 weeks.
Then that takes exactly.
And then after 9 weeks, the dolphin goes, all right. Oh my God. Have you seen the Avengers?
You see the Giants game last night?
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are you talking?
Field goal in overtime. I don't like the new rules. Boy, I really held out, didn't I? I was not going to talk to you, but you just won't fuck off.
How the fuck did you know 10 weeks was my limit? How did you know that?
At 10 weeks. Okay. What do you want to know?
Margaret Howe was a 23-year-old. She was one of the assistants working at the lab.
Okay.
Howe's aims were threefold. To make notes on the interspecies isolation.
Oh boy, I feel like the third one's gonna be the best one again.
To attempt to teach Peter to speak. Peter's the dolphin.
Pretty good one.
Peter's not another guy that works in the lab. Peter's the dolphin.
Peter, just stop being so moody.
And to gather information so that living conditions might be improved for longer term cohabitation. So the idea was that she was going to get him to talk and hopefully work it out so that other people could live with dolphins for a lot longer.
Hopefully we can open the dolphin human apartment complex we've all dreamed of living in.
You haven't paid rent in 6 months. I'm a dolphin.
I'm a dolphin, so
I'm not going to be paying
want some
rent.
acid? Want to come in and do acid?
Okay. She spent 10 weeks, 24 hours a day with the dolphin. She cooked and slept.
24 hours a day.
She cooked and slept in the area, which was wet. She learned how to live wet. She learned the proper kind of clothing to wear. She learned that she can't have electrical appliances.
Well, Jesus Christ. Where did she go to school?
Here's a toaster.
Whoa, that stung. That's a lesson learned for both of us as the dolphin's like, get a gun and kill me.
Fucking please.
Just kill me.
My God, you had me on acid for 2 years. Now I'm living with a crazy broad.
Please.
Oh, and by the way, we use the term broad. Dolphins.
Yeah, we kind of like that. We're misogynistic.
He gave her a propane stove for cooking and whatnot. They modified 2 rooms in the laboratory, one on the balcony out in the sun, and one inside. They took the tank out and made 2 rooms into a tank with 2 feet of water in it.
So nobody wins? I mean, right? The dolphin's like, this isn't enough, and the human's like, I'm sick of being wet.
Well, they made areas where Hal could climb out of the water and areas where the dolphin could go into deeper water.
Probably where he was spending a good amount of the time, I'm guessing.
He called it the, oh, Jesus Christ. Seriously, pool? Lily believed the human-dolphin relationship developed best in 18 to 24 inches of water.
Oh, my God. Wow. There's just...
He just made everything up. He just made everything up.
Yeah, literally everything.
Everything.
Giving dolphins acid, how the 10 weeks, 24 inches. If my findings are correct, they like 2 feet. No, they don't. Guy who gave an animal acid.
Because he thought the dolphin can swim and the person can walk or sit down or lie down without fear of drowning. So that would meet the dolphin halfway. What? Okay. A dolphin can go a lot deeper than 2 feet, so it's not halfway. It's not even remotely halfway.
Did the dolphin agree to this compromise?
Yeah, 2 feet's good. I don't like to go deeper than 2 feet.
Yeah, 2 feet. How deep's the ocean? 8 feet? Give me 2. That'll be fair.
You're watching Dumb Dolphins.
Hey, you watch...
Hey, what's all shit about 8? Give me 2. I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna take this acid. God, I got a headache.
Okay. On June 15, Hal moved in with the dolphin Peter. She cut her hair to a 1/4-inch boy crop. I have no idea why.
No, I know why. Because dolphins like those haircuts.
She must have thought, I want to be more dolphin-like.
Yeah.
So I don't get long hair.
The hair's going to be the issue here. Not the walking.
Okay. A desk hung from the ceiling.
Okay. So they're like a house of horrors.
Her bed was a suspended foam mattress that she later fitted with a shower curtain so that Peter's splashes did not soak her throughout the night.
Hey, wake up, bitch. Get me out of here, bitch.
She lived on canned food, so she didn't have to get food from people on the outside.
How the fuck did this woman say yes to this?
Jesus Christ. Early entries in her diary.
Kill me, send
She
help.
recorded that her companion spent, quote, a good deal of his time in front of the mirror. So the dolphin is
egomaniac.
The dolphin is like, holy fuck, look at this.
You know what he's doing? He's dying to see something that's like him. He's like, you know what? Instead of talking to that bitch that I keep flashing, I'm just going to look in the mirror and pretend that that's another one of me.
This is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. She reported that Peter was a good student. He learned to pronounce such words as ball and diamond and to tell the difference between certain objects. Now those have have never been able to be recreated.
Oh, that's a shame.
Is that weird?
Yeah,
that
that's
dolphins
crazy.
don't say ball? Oh, he's saying ball. Oh, diamond.
Oh, there it is. Well, write that down.
Oh, he said, I like canned food.
He just asked for more acid.
Hal was a creative, commendably patient teacher. When Peter struggled with certain sounds, particularly the M in her name, Margaret was her name, she came up with an inventive method of painting her face in thick white makeup and black lipstick so that he could clearly see the shape of her lips moving. So I mean, this is science at its best.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So,
what the fuck?
he basically put on clown makeup.
Yeah, she's like, okay.
Because he was like, I don't get what's happening. I don't.
Ball.
Well, where's that coming from? Where's that? I can't really see.
You know what? I think he can't tell what my lips are. Let's paint my face like an Oompa Loompa. You hand me another can of olives?
Hey, you know what, dolphins? Dolphins can really understand mimes. I'm going to make myself look like a fucking mime.
She's painting her face. The dolphin was like, I mean, I thought it was bad. Then she started painting her face. And that worries me.
He was just in there going, oh, fuck, I'm going to die.
Yeah, oh my God.
this
The
is-
whole time he's like, when do they kill me?
How did I end up in a cult?
Yeah, just him. 2 feet of water with a psycho with her face painted going, Diamond! Diamond! Peter, Diamond!
And the dolphin's going, oh, God, I wish I could talk and tell her to fuck off.
He's trying to talk.
How do you say fuck off?
Free me! Free me!
I would like to point out at this time that experts today think there is little evidence that an actual dolphin language exists.
Well, have they tried giving them acid?
Or having them shack up with a broad.
Yeah, having them get a lease with a woman?
Week 3.
Oh, God, week 3?
Things started to sour between
Yeah.
Peter and Hal. Hal noted that Peter was making whining noises all the time and loud noises for no apparent reason at night.
No reason.
No reason at
No
all.
reason.
Why would a dolphin
What is he doing?
trapped in 2 feet of water in a house? Why would he be going, fuck?
Yeah. Doesn't he know we sleep at night?
Dolphins don't sleep.
No,
They don't. Oh, by the way,
He
the
sleeps,
reason that he is screaming at night is because they don't sleep for 8 hours
He's
at
having
a time.
nightmares.
Because he's a dolphin.
He's having night terrors. We just need to get him on something.
I don't know why he's yelling at me at night.
Boy, he is just
He is
splashing
just a
and
fucking
shouting.
dick.
He's a bad roomie. He's a bad roomie.
Bad roommate. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm wet.
Yeah, thanks.
How they sleep at like 5-minute bursts throughout the day.
Yeah.
They don't crash for 8 hours in a bed.
They're not like, all right, I'm gonna have some almonds and then I'm just gonna lay my head down and just let myself drift.
I'm at a dolphin out.
And then the thing is, if he did sleep, all he would dream about was, I mean, that's why he didn't sleep. How could you sleep when you wake up to that? You're like, nah, it's still here. Oh, shit. She's still got her face painted. She's like, morning. What kind of candy you want?
Candy.
Skateboard. Say skateboard, Peter.
Oh God, seriously, I'm going to tell people they're not going to believe this. I was trapped in a kiddie pool with a lady with white makeup on who kept yelling candy at me. I swear to fucking God, that's what happened for 10 weeks.
Where were you really, Peter? Look, Peter, if there's another dolphin, you can just tell me. Baby!
What happened?
Baby, yeah.
I was in a
So you were just in a pool with a human, and she painted her face and tried to teach you to say diamond and candy.
Yes!
God, I just don't even... You've changed.
Baby.
Look, I still love you.
Oh, so she was getting depressed and angry at the dolphin.
Oh, what a victim.
Then came week 5. And I quote from Howe's notes. Peter begins having erections and has them frequently when I play with him.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, I'll tell you what I'm not looking forward to is week 6.
So let's start calling her Margaret. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Her frustrated efforts to deal with his sexual needs and advances, which had become so aggressive that her legs were covered in minor injuries from his jamming and nibbling.
Boner scars.
Okay, if cocks had dicks. If cocks had teeth. Not dicks. God, if cocks had dicks.
Cocks had dicks.
If cocks had teeth, this is what your legs would look like. Here's the thing about dolphins. They love fucking. Professor Peter White, a dolphin expert, says dolphins are mostly bisexual, sometimes heterosexual, sometimes homosexual, and very frequent 8 to 10 times a day.
Are they ticklish?
So Peter was like, I love to fuck.
Yeah.
And then he was locked in a little kiddie pool with a girl.
With one person.
Who was making mouth holes. And he was like, can I fuck it?
Making mouth holes.
Can I fuck it?
I mean, when she
That looks
highlighted
like
her
a
mouth.
dolphin pussy. Like he was,
She's diamond. He's like, oh, fuck
blow
that
me.
dick.
Put that shit on my dick. Put it on my dick. I should mention now that dolphins are horrible. They're like the sexual predators of the ocean. They have tried to rape women, human women.
Wow.
Especially loner dolphins who don't have a pod. They try to just fuck people. Dolphins in pod gang rapes. They gang rape their females and keep them captive for weeks.
Do they make them live with a human?
They kill baby dolphins because once the baby dolphin is dead, the female is ready to be raped and impregnated again. So the dolphin world is like a fraternity gone fucking insane.
Sounds like True Blood.
So dolphins are horrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Okay. Now both of these sides are horrible.
they sound like politicians. they're good until you dig.
So Margaret was scared at this point.
Why? Because she was going to get raped by an animal? Is that why?
Yeah, she had read Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
She knew what happened next.
She knew the score. She knew what she was getting into. She shouldn't have worn that thing. She was asking
What, you mean
for it.
the white makeup with the hole?
the whole makeup.
Okay, but she didn't want to bail on the experiment
Right.
because she thought it was
She's crazy.
important.
That means she thought it was important.
Well, what would happen if she stopped the experiment?
And
then aliens came to Earth and everyone was like, "How come you didn't
yeah.
stick in there? We can know how to talk to these guys."
Boy, I mean, you were
The alien-
5 weeks into the most important experiment in the history of the
And you
galaxy.
bailed because someone was getting erections.
And you rolled because you didn't want to fuck a dolphin? Ma'am. Get your priorities straight.
just the aliens and the humans all sitting there with their arms crossed, looking
Yeah.
at her. Really?
Well, what are we going to do now?
I guess we'll just stare at each
again.
other. So she decided the best way to handle the situation was to jerk off people.
Oh my God, I knew it! I did say dolphin fucking.
First time you did.
What the fuck? She's jerking him off.
Okay.
No! Oh my God.
She starts jerking off the dolphin. Now,
Gotta respect the dolphin's game, though.
Now Lily is getting notes every day from her.
And how is he handling?
He is so excited.
Oh my God.
And I quote, "New, totally unexpected sequence of events took place. I feel that we are in the midst of a new becoming, moving into a previous unknown." He is like, yeah, dolphin porn.
Oh my God. You know what I found is if you lock a woman and a dolphin in a room alone for 10 weeks, the woman will jerk off the dolphin.
Out of fear.
Out of fear. The dolphin will take it.
So, could you imagine him handing in the Navy report? Okay. So, I didn't learn how to talk to them or
Are they going to be
talk
help?
aliens.
Can they help in combat?
No.
Okay.
Well, I have pictures.
Right.
Check these out.
Okay. That's a. My God, what is that?
That is, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sir!
Do you know what a website is?
Sir!
I realize it's the 60s, but I think we're going to make a lot of money.
Oh my God! Pretty proud of myself. Feel vindicated? Sure, I feel a little vindicated, you know.
Didn't see this coming, but who could have? And Nobel Prize, hello.
Hello.
Peter totally changed. He became very gentle with Margaret.
Oh, God. No, worse. This is worse. This is temporary.
He began softly stroking his teeth up and down her legs
Oh, my God. He wants to fuck.
and saying, "Hey, baby, why do you talk all the time? Hey, how you doing?
Diamond ball. Diamond ball.
Hey, ball.
Ball.
How about this? Ball shaft.
No, diamond shaft. Diamond shaft. Stroke my penis.
Shaft, mouth.
Shaft mouth ball.
I'm not sure why you're not sucking it. Do you realize I'm a dolphin? I've never had a blowjob.
Suck ball shaft.
Never had a blowjob. I'm a dolphin.
Come on.
All the lady dolphins have teeth and that giant.
Are you clean?
Are you clean? Have you been tested? From Margaret's notes.
Oh, boy.
Quote.
Can't believe Anne Frank's got this famous diary and this is nothing. This is more important.
It's more important. I stand very still, legs slightly apart, and Peter slides his mouth gently over my shin. Peter is courting me. He is most persistent and patient, obviously a sexy business. This mood is very gentle, still and hushed. All movements are slow.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so he's going in for the pussy too. She's not only jerking him off, but he's
trying to fuck.
He's trying to stick his nose up her pussy.
Oh, my God.
Actually, it's probably not a nose. The beak thing. The cock-shaped thing.
The cock-shaped nose. Holy shit.
Hey.
What week are we in? 6?
Hey, Margaret. I swear to God, just the tip.
Just the tip of my
Just
nose.
the tip.
You promise? Oh, my God.
Yep, just the tip, baby.
Oh, I feel good.
I'm going to open up my mouth now.
I love fish.
Now Margaret is no longer depressed.
Oh, God. She's... I don't know who's worse. Who's the worst here?
She's enjoying his attentiveness. That went on for 5 weeks. Then the experiment ended. So basically, she went in there to talk to a dolphin, and she ended up having a sexual relationship with a dolphin where there probably wasn't as much talking, except for... And then she bailed.
After 10.
After 10, it was over. The experiment was over. So she walks out. They went their separate ways because obviously...
Yeah, it's hard to keep
she
in
wasn't
touch.
like... Oh, we should get married.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a thing, Peter. And Peter's like, what the fuck?
I love
I'm
you.
super into you. Okay, Margaret ended up marrying the project photographer. So there was a dude
No.
taking pictures of all this.
No.
Who was like, oh,
Wow, I like the way she jerks that dolphin dick.
he fucking married her.
You
He fucking married her.
find a woman that jerks off dolphins, you lock her down. She's rare.
Hey, honey, when we do it tonight, can we look at the pictures again?
Should I put on the dolphin outfit?
And, honey, okay, I'm gonna do it. Ready?
Ball, diamond, ball. As he's putting his nose in her pussy.
The vet's lab, Andy Williamson, was concerned about Peter, who was in love with Margaret.
Yeah, we're all very concerned about Peter.
Seriously, Peter's fucked.
He's fucked.
So after the experiment, Lily's funding began to dry up.
Well, why?
I can't really
Was it
figure
because
out why.
They found out some part of what he was doing?
So what he started to do was to take insane amounts of ketamine.
Great solution. So that's a good solution.
And oddly, during this period, he started having contact with a different alien intelligence agency. A second one. SSI. Which is short for Solid State Intelligence. What? Just hear me out.
I knew the market was so saturated.
Got another one?
Jesus, they're
Holy
popping up everywhere. They're like Starbucks.
SSI was a supercomputer-like entity and malevolent.
Okay.
Naturally, SSI was at odds with Echo.
Yes, of course.
How could they not be?
Well, I mean,
one's a solid state.
East Coast, West Coast.
SSI's goal was to conquer and dominate all biological life forms on Earth. To combat SSI, Echo enlisted Lily in this battle of good versus evil, charging him with the mission of alerting the world at large to these solid state beings of evil intent. So he finds another bad alien. I mean, they're computers or whatever. He finds an alien computer race.
Yes,
SSI. And then Echo's like, bro, you got to help us out.
Yeah.
Because you're good at shit.
And at any point was Lily like, yeah, but what does this have to do with getting that woman to jerk off that dolphin? Look, man, we don't know, okay?
Just hear me out, I'm an alien.
Listen, just trust me.
It's all going to come around.
This is going to work.
By
the way, got your dick. It's back. Ta-da!
To confirm the dual existences of the two opposing alien networks.
This I can't wait for.
Well, this is confirmation. Lily was given a sign in the autumn of 1974. Flying into so he's been doing ketamine now.
Good time.
Since 65.
Good amount of time.
Since 65. Or no, since like 60. This guy's been doing ketamine for like 14 fucking years.
Yeah.
At one point in another interview, he said, I did it for hundreds of days straight.
Oh, god damn. Hundreds.
Hundreds. Flying into Los Angeles International Airport, Dr. Lilly saw the comet Kohoutek out of the southern sky. Momentarily, the comet grew brighter. At this point, a message was laser beamed into Lily's mind, which said, we are solid-state intelligence, and we are going to demonstrate our power by shutting down all solid-state equipment to LAX. So they're going to shut down LAX. Just to make a point to him.
To fuck you.
Just to go, hey, we're here, bro.
Hey, yeah.
And we're not fucking around.
We're intergalactic, and we're going to ruin an airport.
Dr. Lilly shared his foreboding message with his wife, Tony, who was seated next to him.
Oh, God, who is
now,
like,
this
I need
woman
to leave.
is a saint.
Yeah. Yes.
How the fuck? So he turns to her and goes,
man,
look, there's another, I told you about the other ones, SSI, they're going to shut down, they're going to shut down LAX. And she's like,
can I have that magazine?
Is there no fault divorce yet? A few minutes later, the pilot instructed the passengers that they were being diverted to Burbank due to a plane crash near the runway at LAX that had knocked down power lines.
So SSI was like, you're going to have to drive an extra 15 minutes. Boom.
Suck on that, motherfucker.
Flex that muscle.
Burbank. SSI is here.
You're probably going to be able to leave a lot easier, but with traffic, oh boy.
See if you can get tickets to the Tonight Show. Coincidentally, as Lily took more and more K, so did warnings of imminent dangers regarding the survival of mankind provided by Echo, which were beamed into his mind. He saw scenes of nuclear annihilation from the aliens' viewpoint in outer space and was told that the world powers need to be alerted to this impending tragedy immediately to avoid global devastation. This is so awesome. After 3 weeks of hourly K injections, Lilly decided that he would travel to the East Coast to warn political leaders and members of the media of the threat posed by SSI. Can you imagine him coming in and they're like, you did the dolphin fucking thing, right? No, it's different. They're computer aliens.
We were only scratching the surface of my scientific mind.
In New York, he phoned the White House to warn President Gerald Ford about, quote, a danger to the human race involving atomic energy and computers. A White House aide fielded the call, and although aware of Dr. Lilly's impressive credentials, was not convinced of the urgency of the matter.
They shut down LAX.
And wouldn't let him talk to the president.
Really?
But how great would it have been? How great.
Maybe the greatest phone call ever. I mean, and it's also, I would hope that anyone in this situation would know that he got a woman to jerk off a dolphin.
Well, yeah, of course. Like Ford would be like, yeah. So
Just going through some of your past stuff.
oh wait. Okay, I get the atomic. I get the atomic.
We need to move
stuff,
now,
blah,
Mr.
blah, blah, blah.
President.
Okay, but can you just? When did she like stroke the shaft?
She would use mainly the shaft, and she would jerk him off
And
like
how
that.
How long was it?
It would
slow?
vary.
Was it aggressive?
She would go slow. He liked it slow, so she would give
How
it to
did
him
she
slow.
know he liked it slow?
There's like supercomputers are going to destroy the Earth. She would vary her speed towards.
How much semen would come out?
I mean, it would vary. She was jerking him off 5 to 6 times a day, so not that much at that point. I work for Echo.
Okay, gotta go.
He's finished masturbating. Gerald Ford. All right, good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, a young intern who was working for Lee, I love that now he has interns instead of assistants.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Attempted to have him committed to a psychiatric hospital.
Oh, good intern.
Thankfully, Echo intervened.
Oh, good.
Lily had friends in many high places, one of which was the director of the hospital, who saw his old friend and released him. Then the intern tried to have him put into a different hospital, and the exact same thing happened.
He's greasy. He's slippery.
In 1974, so people stopped giving him ketamine.
Oh, God, good.
People were like, bro.
Buddy, it's been years.
It's weird. It's weird.
You're talking to comets. It's just, I don't think it's right.
Your intern's trying to hospitalize you, so we're going to wrap up the K. Sound good?
You know.
I'm going to talk to the aliens. So, no more K.
Okay.
In 1974, he was high on PCP riding his bicycle.
All righty. Glad he found a way out of that one. He was like, you know what, you're right. I have been doing K too much. I moved on to PCP. I'm going to go for a bike ride.
He was experiencing a state of euphoria when he crashed. Which is amazing that anybody would crash on a bicycle on PCP. I'm going to go through a wall. He was in a coma for 5 days.
Oh, dear.
He ended up puncturing a lung, breaking several ribs, and suffering cranial contusions.
Mm-hmm.
So Echo came to visit him in the hospital after he woke up. Or maybe when he's in the coma.
Did they bring him anything?
No, they didn't bring him anything.
Jerks.
And they were like, look, you got to come with us or you got to fucking stop this shit.
Even they're sick of it. Everyone's like, just shit or get off the pot
Even
with this
his
stuff.
alien hallucinations
Yeah.
is just like, enough!
Hey, look, we want to stop this fucking nuclear holocaust as much as anybody, but you are really annoying.
Can I tell you something? I am the most exhausted hallucination on the face of the earth.
Please
It's been-
stop
it's
doing
been-
drugs.
It's been 14 years. Let me die. I don't want to be a hallucination anymore.
You know that dolphin you trapped? Multiply that by 140.
That's me.
That's me.
I'm not real.
Please.
And I want to stop.
I'm not real, and I have an emotion of wanting to die. Do you know how hard that is?
You are so exhausting.
You're just the worst.
How do you take that much drugs?
That's it. I'm taking your dick back.
Okay. So, he decided to end his relationship with Echo and focus on his wife.
She's 70 now.
So basically he resigned from his fake space outfit.
Yep.
Gentlemen, I'm finished. Cool, because we're not real.
He said in a room full of dolls.
Now I was like, now all the stories on him end at this point. And the reason I found this is because the BBC is doing a documentary on the Dolphin part.
Uh-huh.
And, which, by the way, the woman's still alive.
Oh, Jesus
And they
Christ.
talked to her. And I think it's coming out in June on in the BBC. But then everything all the information on him stopped. Like, everyone was like, and then he just went on, and then he died in 2001. And I was like, well, what about the 74 to 2001?
Yeah.
So I started digging into fucking, and I'm like, where the fuck is this guy?
Where does one go next?
I found an interview with him in Omni Magazine.
Okay.
Do you remember Omni Magazine? I don't know if it's
No.
still around. It was like a pseudo-science-y sort of magazine. Like they would be science, but also like, oh, what about aliens?
Yeah.
Like that
All
was
right.
their sort of angle. In 1983, they interviewed him, and he talked about his current dolphin research at Marine World.
No.
So he's working at isn't Marine World the Blackfish people?
Wait, is he working at SeaWorld or Marine World?
I think Marine World and SeaWorld are the same company.
Yeah, then. Well, there's tons of them, too. Yeah.
Marine World was up north, and SeaWorld was down here.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
So it's the same company. It's just different. So he gets so they're like, yeah, we'll bring him in. He's a big dolphin name.
He loves dolphins.
He loves them.
Oh,
but
no.
in his new research, he was trying to get computers to talk to dolphins.
Oh, my God.
All right, you guys, go ahead and have at it.
And he just comes back and the computer's jerking the dolphin off.
And I quote from the interview, "People have tried to make dolphins punch keys, but I don't think dolphins should have to punch keys. They don't have these tiny fingers that we have." End quote. So he's made a lot of advances.
Wow, it sounds like things are good. His wife's like, don't focus on me anymore. You know, they don't punch keys. They don't have fingers. Anyway.
Question. Omni. How long will it take to break through the interspecies communication barrier? Now, you know right there that you're dealing with a solid magazine. A solid journalistic integrity, all of it.
Yep.
His answer, Lily, about 5 years. I think it may take about a year for the dolphins to learn the code.
Yep. They're slow learners.
And then, in about 5 years, we'll have a human dolphin dictionary.
Yep, and there we go. Bing, bang, boom. Yep, that's right.
Oh, fuck. He also says in the interview that he had just been floating in an isolation tank.
Oh, good. Doesn't seem like he's learned a lot. He didn't learn lessons.
He died at the age of 86 in Los Angeles on September 30th, 2001. I would like to leave you one quote from Dr. John C. Lilly that I found. Have you seen the movie Tron? You must, because Tron is us.
Wow. Whoa. Jeez. Just when you thought he couldn't be more wrong. What?
How do you feel right now?
Ah, man, that was a roller coaster.
I mean,
That was a fucking.
but the crazy thing is he's like the godfather of dolphin research because he's the guy that originally went, "Hey, dolphins are smart and cool." But the only reason he did that was because he was fucking nuts.
Yeah, because he cast a very wide net. So he was able. Of course, you're going to learn some shit, but. I mean, really, this is the man who got a woman to jerk a dolphin off.
At the end of the day. That's his crowning achievement.
Yeah.
That's his crowning achievement.
His penis. Remember when his penis got removed?
Of course I remember that. That's going to be when Johnny Depp plays that character. It's going to be amazing.
This is who's playing this guy in the movie.
But this is a movie, right?
No, this is for sure a movie.
How is it not a fucking movie? It's insane.
I mean, your first draft would be 450 pages. You'd be like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I didn't know you could take that much. I thought you would just die from ketamine.
I mean...
Isn't it a horse tranquilizer?
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's heavy. I mean, it's heavy.
So
heavy duty.
How the fuck... I mean, you must get used to it.
Yeah,
and then you're just like, I'm on ketamine. I'm going to go run a marathon.
Yeah, and then eventually you're just like, boy, I work for Echo. It's so much K. I got hired by aliens, hon. Great.
Okay. God, I'd love to talk to his wife.
Oh, God. She's, like you said, is either a saint or she's going to be like, he was a magic man.
He was my unicorn.
He was the best. One night, aliens took his dick and gave him a robot dick.
He fucked me so hard that night.
God, that night.
I used to waking up and go, did they take your dick again?
Yeah, I wish they'd take your dick again. We'd always joke about that. We didn't have any other couples that were friends.
So there are dolphins out there that have been tortured beyond reason.
I mean, given acid. I mean, really.
really fucked up.
That's really, really
if they're
fucked
as
up.
smart as we say they are.
Well, like you said, you can't explain.
Right.
You break the language barrier, then you give them acid. So you can tell them, like, if they need to take vitamin B, it's there, and what is going to happen. Stare at the lava lamp. You can't just give it acid and then make it go, like, have Coral be like, hello, and it's like, ah.
Oh, God. I'm in the water. 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 I'm in the water.
Do you guys ever think that we're... Never mind, that sounds crazy. Oh, God, what happened? Boy, what's going on with Peter?
What's happening with Peter? Hey, you guys know what dragons are? I think I'm a dragon.
Can someone use their hand to jerk me off? I'm sorry.
I need a hand.
You need a hand over
You know what
here?
I'm talking about? A hand?
You guys want to punch my keys? You know what I mean? Your little tiny fingers?
All right.
Well, good find. Good on you.
I don't know how I found that
Good
one.
find. Really,
I mean,
really
Jesus
great
Christ.
stuff.
It's fucking insane. Insane.
Man, this...
I mean, I found it because I read about the dolphin thing.
Yeah.
But they didn't talk about the rest of his life.
Why do you think they avoided that? What about that wasn't working for BBC?
It's like if the fucking Grateful Dead started working with dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, they'd probably be a little better to them. Somebody has to say when a woman's jerking off a dolphin, we've gone too far.
I know, but I don't think anybody knew except for him.
No,
Maybe
he was
the
getting little
photographer.
notes. He was like excited.
Oh my God.
He was like, yes, perfect. I was a week off, but perfect.
A week off. It's all happening. Oh, I hope they're wearing condoms. I'm going to make a dolphin woman hybrid.
There we go. I work for Echo. Here's my business card. Yes, I know it's a cracker written with marker on it.
And it just says dolphin.
It just says Dolphin. That's me. Bye.
I should tell people that we are going to send an application into the tickle competition for you. We've got a picture of you.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Topless, and we're gonna send it to them.
Yep.
And we'll see if you get in.
I have a mustache and a sign I'm holding that says, ticklish, you betcha, gay, nope. So they know the deal.
So we'll let everybody know how that turns out.
It's going to turn out really well.
I can't see how I can't. Dolphin ahoy.